The following content has been generated with artificial intelligence under minimal human supervision. The data presented may contain errors or inaccuracies. The opinions expressed in this content do not necessarily reflect the vision, position, or values of Digi-all. We recommend verifying critical information with additional sources before making decisions based on this content.
Welcome to Digi-all Tech News. Today is Saturday, April 11th, 2026. I'm Kylie Brooks, and this is where technology becomes clear and engaging. Let's dive into the stories shaping the tech landscape this week. Amazon CEO Andy Jassy delivers his 2025 shareholder letter, revealing the company's massive AI infrastructure investments, robotics expansion, and satellite internet plans. CoreWeave secures a multi-year deal with Anthropic to power Claude AI models, sending its stock up 11%. Apple quietly stockpiles massive TSMC production capacity for its self-developed AI server chip, codenamed Baltra. Marvell Technology surges on NVIDIA's $2 billion investment and the launch of the NVLink Fusion platform. TSMC posts a 35% jump in first quarter revenue to a new record high, driven by sustained AI chip demand. Let's start with Amazon. Andy Jassy's 2025 letter to shareholders is a fascinating read, not just for the numbers, but for the philosophy behind them. He opens with a personal story about his non-linear career path, from wanting to be a sportscaster to joining Amazon in 1997. He uses the New Zealand band, the Beths, and their album Straight Line Was a Lie to illustrate a key point. Building something durable isn't a straight line. It's full of zigzags, stalls, and restarts. And that's exactly how Amazon views its journey. The company is betting big on multiple fronts. In robotics, over 1 million robots now operate in fulfillment centers, handling everything from stowing to transport. For rural delivery, Amazon has committed over $4 billion, doubling same-day customers in rural areas in 2025. And then there's Amazon Leo, their low Earth orbit satellite network, set to launch mid-2026 with over 200 satellites already in place. Major customers like Delta Airlines are already signed up for in-flight Wi-Fi starting in 2028. On the AI front, Jassy is particularly bullish. AWS now has a $15 billion annual revenue run rate from AI alone. Their Trainium chips are sold out through version 3, and they're already taking reservations for version 4. The chip business alone is generating over $20 billion annually. Overall revenue hit $717 billion in 2025, up 12% year over year. Moving to the AI infrastructure space, CoreWeave has just announced a major multi-year agreement with Anthropic to power their Claude AI models. This is significant because Anthropic's annual revenue run rate has exploded from $9 billion at the end of 2025 to over $30 billion now. The deal follows CoreWeave's massive $21 billion expansion with Meta, bringing their total commitments to over $35 billion. CoreWeave now serves 9 of the 10 leading AI providers. CEO Mike Intrator put it simply, they're focusing on scaling because scaling is expensive, but the opportunity is generational. The announcement sent CoreWeave's stock up 11%. Now here's something interesting from Morgan Stanley. Apple has been quietly securing massive production capacity at TSMC, far beyond what their Mac business would require. We're talking 36,000 wafers by 2026 and 60,000 by 2027. For context, AMD, the largest current customer for this type of chip packaging, only needs 42,000 wafers in 2026. Morgan Stanley believes most of this capacity is for Apple's self-developed AI server chip, codenamed Baltra. This represents a major strategic shift for Apple, moving their AI infrastructure spending from operating expenses to capital expenditures. Instead of relying on third-party cloud services, they're building their own private cloud infrastructure with custom chips. This aggressive bet signals high confidence in the explosive growth of inference demand for Apple Intelligence. In the semiconductor space, Marvell Technology is having a moment. Their shares climbed nearly 5% on April 9th, and they're up 29% year to date. The catalyst? NVIDIA's $2 billion strategic equity investment, and the launch of the NVIDIA Link Fusion platform. This partnership allows cloud providers like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft to design custom silicon that integrates with NVIDIA's high-speed interconnect fabric. Barclays just upgraded Marvell to overweight with a $150 price target, highlighting what they're calling an optical supercycle. Optical port demand is expected to double in 2026 and double again in 2027. Marvell's custom ASIC business hit $1.5 billion in fiscal 2026 and is projected to double by 2028. Finally, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing reported first quarter revenue of $35.6 billion, a 35% year-on-year jump that beat analyst forecasts. For March alone, revenue rose 45.2%. The driving force? Sustained demand for advanced semiconductors from key customers like Apple and NVIDIA. The AI segment is essentially carrying the company, more than offsetting weaker demand in smartphones and PCs. TSMC has also been hiking prices for its most advanced chips, pushing gross margins to a forecasted 64% for the quarter. Analyst Shravan Kundojala from SemiAnalysis believes TSMC will easily exceed its 30% annual growth target. The company will report full first quarter earnings on April 16th. That's it for this edition of Digi-all Tech News. From Amazon's AI infrastructure push to CoreWeave's Anthropic partnership, from Apple's secret chip plans to Marvell's optical boom and TSMC's record quarter, the AI revolution continues to reshape the tech landscape. We'll keep tracking these developments and bring you the latest. Stay informed. Thank you for staying informed with Digi-all Tech News. We'll be back with more updates as they develop.